Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday morning podcast for Monday. Fucking Monday there. August 15th, 2016. What's going on? How are you? Oh, Freckles. Finished his tour strong. I did my last two nights, one Cologne, Germany, and then the other Antwerpen, Belgium. Got a frog in my throat here. Just amazing shows. And I got to tell you something. I want a special thank you to the people who came out in Germany. I fucking did my Hitler shit, and I thought that they were going to pull back. They loved it. And I don't mean loved it like, yeah, bring the guy back. They had a great sense of humor about it. And, oh, yeah, it was great, too. And then all my other shit, too, was working well. It was just a great show. And I learned a lot about the city. Oh, no, you didn't, Bill. You were there for fucking, 17 hours. I went on their Wikipedia page, Cologne, Germany, and I found out that it was one of the most bombed cities of World War II. So it was this weird thing where it was this really old city, but everything was brand new because the Allies fucking blew everything up. Except for this one church, which I don't understand how it survived. It's got the really tall fucking spires. It was just sitting there. It had must have had Mayweather fucking head movement. I don't know how it avoided it. I also don't get how Cologne, Germany somehow got bombed more than Hiroshima or Nagasaki. I mean, they got fucking, is it because it was just one bomb? That really redefined the old right there, Fred, when you drop a fucking atom bomb on somebody. That is probably the ultimate right there, Fred, where Cologne, Germany was more just do you remember that fight, what the fuck George St. Pierre had, where he just kept punching that other guy right in his fucking eye? Jab, and he kept hitting him in the exact same fucking place. That's what we did to Cologne, Germany, where Japan, that was more like an Anderson Silva, when you're standing there and you think he's going to throw a jab and then he somehow gives you an uppercut with his foot. Is it, Bill? Is that what an atomic bomb is like? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyways, so the tour finished up strong, and I don't hear a lot of people ever saying that they go to Belgium. At least in the States. Jesus Christ, it was fucking incredible. The number one thing that was so fucking cool about Belgium is their beer glasses are the shit. Every fucking beer, it's like it has its own goddamn chalice that it puts it in. And it just, I don't know, just psychologically it all tastes better. I bought some chocolates there for my lovely wife. And now I'm going to be on vacation here. All right, but fucking Billy Fadigan is hitting the gym. I did 45 minutes on the elliptical yesterday, and then went right into town and got myself a large pizza that I ate by myself. Nia's laughing at me. Then I had a Coca-Cola with that. What else did I have? Nia, what else did I? And I had a fucking gelato.
Calamari.
Oh, and I had the calamari. How they said it, right? I'm like, can I get some fried calamari? And the guy goes, calamari. I'm like, yeah, the way you say it. The way you say it sounds great. The way I say it, it's just fucking terrible. So that's what I had for lunch. So I should have done 4 hours and 45 minutes on the fucking elliptical. My fucking belly is so goddamn round right now, it's ridiculous. What's hilarious? The Italian fellow there that picked me up at the airport. And by pick me up, I'm just mean he just had a great opening line and I couldn't resist. The taxi guy, he fucking said the funniest shit, was saying how hard he was working during the summer. And he goes, that's why my body, he goes, it's white like the Mootz-ah-rella. And I fucking died laughing because I have been called hey, fucking Casper, fucking yardsticks, in golf, chalk legs, all this shit. No one ever said your legs are white like the mozzarella. You know what's funny about mozzarella is it's sweaty too. It's all fucking wet and white. Its only redeeming qualities, it tastes so good. But if it just didn't taste good, you'd just be like, that's just a ball of white slime. And when I'm on the elliptical, I'm like a big red fucking ball of mozzarella.
I said you had legs dipped in flour.
Come here. What did you say?
Remember when I said you had legs dipped in flour?
Yes, I remember all of those. I remember all of them vividly. What are you doing? Are you going to be on the podcast? You're just going to lay there giggling in the background.
Can I do both?
No, you know what it was, Nia? You had that little fucking donut.
Yeah.
That's what put you down on the mat. I fucking hate donuts.
How do you hate donuts?
I like calamari. I like the margarita pizza. The colors of the Italian flag, Nene.
You think that was it? It was so little. It was like, it wasn't even a real size donut. It wasn't even the size of a munchkin from Dunkin'.
Yeah, it was.
It was smaller than that.
It was the exact size of that.
No.
You eat one of those.
It was smaller than a munchkin.
This is why I don't like donuts. Okay, most of them stink, like that one. That one was not good.
I thought it was good.
All right. Well, okay. Hey, fair enough. All right, but you eat one of those and your body just goes, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's the ultimate what the fuck food. It's sifting through it. Where's the nourishment? It's nothing. Nene, I'm eating pizza and calamari.
Yeah.
You know, even that shit makes you... The calamari. That was fucking light.
Yes, it was.
Even though it was bad for you and all that shit. But I fucking don't... At least there's some sort of protein in there. Somewhere in there, there's a fucking squid. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's squid.
Squid, yeah.
Fried squid.
All right. So once you get past the batter and all that shit, in there is something that has some sort of nutrition. Eat a fucking donut. It's just like...
No, it's all sugar.
And dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat one of those and I feel like I
was up early, though, too. I was up earlier than you, so I feel like...
Oh, I know. I realize that. This whole fucking vacation. I finally get to sleep. I haven't slept in like 10 days.
Okay.
Because, I was going from country to country, and then I was also drinking like fucking Nick Nolte in 48 hours. Mm. Did he drink, or did he just sound like a drunk? So I wasn't getting a lot of sleep. So now I'm catching up on all that.
Do you know, you said Nick Nolte, and I thought Gary Busey.
They're interchangeable.
Right, but one of them's crazy and the other one isn't, right? One of them's like normal.
Yeah, but they're like... They really look like each other.
Yeah, they got a similar...
Which is the same thing, like the Spider-Man guy and the Hobbit dude look the same to me.
Oh, Tobey Maguire and Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
They're both like petite men. Petite brown-haired, like blue-eyed boys.
That make like fantasy movies.
Right.
Yeah. To me, they're the same. They're the... Nick Nolte and what's his face?
Gary
Busey.
Elijah Wood and Tobey Maguire.
All right.
Wait, what was the movie we were talking about yesterday? It was one of hashtag BB's titles. Oh, right. How I Met Your Computer.
Oh, that sitcom. Yeah, when I was in Germany... The story about the three nerds and the chick there.
Yeah, and you called it How I Met Your Computer.
Yeah, but I knew that was wrong. I just kept thinking Third Rock from the Sun.
Right.
I don't know why.
No.
What's the name? There's no number in that show.
It's
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. But you kept calling.
How I Met Your Computer. They're smart. It's all of those, because I don't watch any of those sitcoms just because I'm out of the loop with that stuff. But I like that show when I watch it. But I just sent you a video of it because I was in Germany. And the tallest one of the kids there on Big Bang Theory, just watching him in a German accent.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jim Parsons. He's the one that wins all the Emmys. So you like Big Bang Theory? I've never seen a single episode, and it's like the biggest show.
It's a Big Bang, Nene.
It's a Big Bang. I've not seen a single episode.
Well, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it in German. So anyway, Nia's been falling asleep here at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night because you're still jet lagged. And then I stay up late,
What did you do last night after I fell asleep?
I sat outside on the chair.
Uh-huh.
And I watched a bunch of Billy Squier videos. I don't know how I got into that, but I was sipping a little Johnny Walker Black over there. And I was thinking, I don't know, I was just watching all these drum videos. I was going down that little fucking rabbit hole there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, remember that guy that used to play for Billy Squier that kind of had a Bonham-esque feel? And I couldn't remember his name. And then I looked up, so, oh yeah, Bobby Chewinart. And he was from Brockton, Mass. And he was, just was a fucking monster player. And I remember, he died really young. He was only like 43. I think he had like a heart attack. So I just went to go put that, I wanted to listen to him play. And then I just was watching this Billy Squier shit like live in Detroit. That guy was such a fucking rock star. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. And everybody always talks. He made this one video, and everybody always talks about that ended his fucking career. It was like that thing came out in the fucking 80s. It was so in the 80s, like, that nobody noticed. Most of the videos from that time did not stand the test of time. You know what I mean? But I hate when people try to go like, oh, like in the moment when that video came out, everybody said to hell with Billy Squier. That's not what happened. He just didn't have any more hits after that. But even like, I actually read a quote. Martha Quinn was going, I remember that video came out. I don't remember an adverse reaction to it. She goes, I thought it was kind of cute. Which is not what you want to say. But basically now you look at, he's got like this pastel fucking shirt on, and he's just sort of stomping around fucking wrecking this apartment. It's really bad.
If that's the case, though, wouldn't like most rock videos in the 80s be like ripped to shreds?
Oh my God, yeah. Well,
maybe they are. I don't know.
They're horrible.
Wait.
Everybody, the synchronized fucking dancing, licking your bass, fucking everybody doing that thing like they were fucking eating pussy, doing that thing. Steve Vai with his fucking double neck guitar, and he's sitting there like acting like he's fucking the guitar.
What's your
when he's playing?
What's your favorite rock video from the 80s? I have one. It's Money for Nothing. The animation. No.
Oh, yeah.
That one? Yeah. No. But that's number 2. The first one is Take On Me by A-ha. But they weren't a rock band. Were they more pop? Were they considered pop?
Yeah, but that was...
In any Robert Palmer video with all the chicks.
Take on me.
Take on me.
Take me out.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. And any Robert Palmer video with the half dozen chicks with the same body type and the black slick back hair, the red lips.
And the big titties. I got to be honest with you, that video, those chicks did nothing for me. Everybody was like, oh, my God, those chicks are so fucking hot, dude. There's like 6 of them. They're just standing there.
They were all like supermodels. And they like...
that's why none of them could play an instrument. Fucking
I know,
good-looking freaks.
That was really funny how they all just faked playing instruments.
Yeah, and they had that fucking look on their face like they hadn't got enough free drinks that night. I told you, I have major fucking issues with women of that ilk. I respect them. You're gorgeous. You know what I mean? But just like, they're fucking the most boring people ever. The worst fucking interviews ever. You get a fucking model just sitting there. They fucking stink. They just look good. It's just shut up. We just want to look at you. You're like a fucking lamp that somebody wants to fuck. But other than that, you're useless. You're a fucking useless person. So...
Oh,
I like I like the fucking whoas.
Oh, God.
I always like the whoas. I like the
You like the slutty party girls.
Those chicks.
Those are the good looking girls you like.
Yeah, they look like they were fun. Like if you showed up with like a 12 of fucking Budweisers, they'd fucking drink some with you, and someone was going to get a blowjob. You watch the fucking Robert Palmer video. It's like nobody's getting their dick sucked here.
Yeah, no.
These fucking chicks are so up their own asses. No. They're just, they probably all hated each other.
They're too classy for that. They don't want to go to a dive bar with you.
Oh, please. Yeah, they're too classy for that until Uncle Terry takes their pictures. Then all of a sudden they get in a 3D look at his salt and pepper fucking pubes coming at him. That fucking creep. Dude, anytime you're of a certain age and you start telling younger women to call you Uncle so-and-so and you're not fucking related to him.
He's disgusting.
That's a major... You know the reason why I know about him is because you're into the fashion world.
He's so disgusting.
Yeah, anytime he takes... Terry...
His photographs are played out.
I know.
That whole style is played out.
What's your theme for this one? All right, it's like you're drugged up, but you really want to fuck this old guy.
Do you remember when we went into that bookshop and we saw like the books that he published before he started getting all this fame for like taking pictures of Jared Leto? It's literally him with his dick in some girl's face and him literally coming on a girl. Like those were the whole books of them. Those were his photographs at first.
The only reason why I know who the guy is, the reason why I know who that guy is because of you.
Yeah.
This is the people. Anybody who calls himself uncle is either a fucking pervert or they think everything that they say is fucking amazing. Like Ted Nugent. Just another tip from your Uncle Ted. I got the whole world figured out. He lives in like a tree fort and he shoots bears with arrows and then
like
all of a
sudden or something?
Yeah, and all of a sudden he knows how the world should work. I just don't understand, you know.
Isn't he like he's like a big conservative gun nut. Do you need some water? What's going on over there?
Nah, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm just clearing my throat. I pulled the fucking thing away.
Let me clear my throat.
Ted Nugent, I respect anybody that knows how to fucking hunt. Anybody knows how to hunt. Everybody knows like guns and shit. I think that's a really cool thing.
I feel like does he hunt? He hunts for food, or does he kill a bear to put it on his living room floor? Both. I
have no idea. You'd have to ask him why he hunts, but I know he knows how to do it. I think that's a cool thing, and like, you know, and he's a responsible gun owner. He has a gun. He doesn't go around shooting people. But if you go into his house, he's gonna blow your fucking head off. I mean, that's there you go.
There you go.
That totally makes sense to me, but. Just because I agree with that doesn't mean I need to listen to you and your fucking... I'll listen to your thoughts about our foreign policy with fucking whatever you want to do, but you can't deliver it in this fucking way. That's another tip from your Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill.
I don't know. So anyways, Nia, I was on the internet last night and I was looking up all this Billy Squier stuff. Billy Squier live in Detroit... The fucking guy's guitar playing, total front man, his interaction with the crowd. I mean, the guy just was fucking murdering it. And he had this great band, and I ended up went down this whole fucking thing, looking up Bobby Chouinard, and there's a book on him and stuff, which of course I ordered on Amazon. It's like $20. Got the hardcover, and I remember I used to take drum lessons. I can't remember the name of it, but I used to take it in Brockton. And
how long have you been taking drum lessons?
Well, I took them for like 3 or 4 years in the early 90s, and then I didn't take them again until last year. Oh, no, wait. A little bit when I was in New York, I used to go... I had a couple teachers at... Jesus Christ, what the fuck was it called? The fuck is that place called?
When we were dating?
No.
Before, right?
No, what happened was I started fucking playing, and I don't know, I played like 3-4 years. Then I started taking some lessons, and then right around that time I started doing stand-up. and then stand-up was the thing. Like, it's the thing that stopped me from being a great drummer, Nia, was time. I didn't have the time, and I didn't have the God-given gift.
That's a big one.
I had to end on the big one. I did not have the gift, and I thought if I just kept working at it, I would somehow work my way into having the gift.
Do you see yourself? Wait, can I just ask you? Do you see yourself in your 70s, like doing comedy in Vegas somewhere, and kind of doing like a Don Rickles type of situation? But then maybe you get behind the drums and sort of do like a musical comedy thing.
Oh God!
And it's like,
oh God!
But it's charming because you're old.
That would be so pathetic. No. Yeah, but but it would be all the music I listen to. Welcome to the jungle.
And you're wearing like a tuxedo.
No, and then I'd have all the young hotties singing, going
right.
Bill's got fun and games, and then they come over. And they'd fucking pat my bald head. Oh, he's so adorable. Nia, I would kill myself. I would jump off the Welcome to Vegas sign. I'm saying that now as a 48-year-old. Who knows?
Yeah, but don't you see, like, moving into your 70s, 80s, doing like a month or so residency. We can move to Vegas for a couple months.
Yeah, this is like the saddest scenario ever.
Why? They would pay you a good amount of money. Why is that sad? You think you're going to be going on tour in your 70s? You think you're going to be on the road like you are now?
No, I think I'm going to save my fucking money so I don't have to. The only reason I'll be on the fucking road in my 70s is if I still want to be. If I still felt like I had something to say. But
you're
I'm going to be in my fucking 80s like, what's up with... I don't know. What's up with these computers? I'll still be bitching about the same shit.
But I know you're going to still want to do comedy. But
I love making people laugh, and if I do it on a much smaller scale, I'm fine with that. But I'm not going to make a fucking ass of myself and have some luau-themed fucking comedy show. Oh, please tell me you'll drag me off stage before I do that. The day I show up and I'm in drag and I have like the coconuts over my fake titties.
Caesar's Palace presents Bill Burr.
Oh God, that would be a nightmare.
No, we could live in a suite at Caesar's for like 2 months, and you do your classic comedy, telling jokes from 2020.
Well, that's the thing. You can't do classic comedy. You can't go out like I saw Don Rickles and Tony Orlando opened up. And he was playing, knock 3 times on the ceiling. And I remember that fucking year. You're like psyched. Mm-hmm. You're psyched, but like no one's psyched to hear a joke again that they already heard. Mm. They just go away. I can't be like, all right, I don't know if you remember this, but there was a president a long time ago. He stuck a cigar in the car. Monica Lewinsky. They remember. And then you just start doing all that, and then I do like a medley of styles that all influenced me. I do the Eddie Murphy laugh, the Sam Kinison yell, the Seinfeld why, as the band plays underneath it.
Yeah, exactly.
Comedy and music have a lot of similarities. There's a rhythm, isn't there, Johnny? And I'm wearing Hawaiian shirts because I'm crazy. What's he gonna say next?
Yeah, but you're not gonna want to just rest on your laurels, even in your 70s. You're gonna still want to go out. So I'm just thinking about.
I'm gonna rest on my ass. That's white like the mozzarella.
Like the mozzarella.
All right, mozzarella. No, I don't get the concept of retiring. Like, if you retire, I would feel useless, and I would just be like, I'm going to die in about 10 days. I would be one of those people. If I retired, I would be dead in a week, because I'd just be like, it's over. I'm useless. Why am I still here? And I would go into an unbelievable depression.
That's what I mean. So you still have to work, but you have to work in a capacity in which someone wants to see a 70-year-old comedian. And the place where people would want to see and pay to see a 70-year-old comedian is Las Vegas. Let's be real. Or you could have, like, you know, a few nights run at a theater in New York, maybe. But it's not like you're going to be going to all the comedy clubs like you're doing now, which is fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All of that is really frightening. I can tell you that.
I don't mean to frighten you.
Well, the end, that's the end of your fucking life. It's just the end.
I'll be there with you. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I picture my 70s and 80s. I definitely am wearing slippers, and I'm just putzing around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and God willing, you know, the house is paid for. I still have a nice car, right?
Definitely.
And
You're gonna be like Hef. What do you think Hef does all day? He probably putters around the house in his slippers.
did somebody buy that house?
Somebody bought it, and then he was going to but he wanted to turn it into something. And so the deal didn't work out. Because I think the thing is, you can buy it, but Hef has to live there until the end of his life, which makes sense.
That's what's going. I don't know if any. Yeah, I think they did an article on that. You got to buy his house. It's for $100 million, and it's a teardown. Which means he didn't keep it. How did he not keep it up? You know what it was? He was in the fucking magazine business. He started it in the 50s, and who would have known that the internet would come along and all these kids stopped buying magazine, all this free porn and all that, and it just went down the fucking drain. That's the other thing, too, Nia. The lucky thing that I have being a comedian is people always want to laugh. And I think that that's the reason why not only has it survived all of these new technologies, it actually thrives because, you know, what's the main shit that you watch on the internet? You want to fucking laugh or jerk off to something. That's the two big things. And comedy just, it fits. You know, joke can be really quick. Guy walks into a bar, he says blah blah blah, the guy says blah blah blah, and done. You get the fucking laugh, and these kids with their fucking squirrel like attention spans, it works. So I don't know how long how long it works at this fucking level. But I don't know. Yeah, all that shit's fucking scary to me. So I just keep. I'm just looking for my next special, Nia. And I got. By the way, I got it worked out.
You do?
Yeah, I know which ones I'm doing. I know which ones I'm leaving out. Any ones that I feel are like gonna even remotely be like considered like done before. You know, as much as I like the aborted landing bit that I've been doing, I'm not doing it because at the end of the day, it's fucking airplane material, and that'll just be one where I'll just have that one in my back pocket. As far as like if I'm just somewhere one night and I'm sick of my act, I'll just bust that one out again. Although I feel like I told it in every.
You can bring it back at Caesars when you're 70.
There you go.
It's a timeless joke.
Yeah, dying in a plane crash. I've been at that one's just a fun one to do, and it fucking murders. Everyone can relate to it and everything, but I just kept in the back of my head. I just kept going like, you know, this is just airplane material. And then one night I went to Flappers. I'm not going to say who. I saw him on stage, and he had a joke about an aborted landing, and mine was different enough, but it just hit the same points.
Right.
You know, the stewardess not talking, the fucking, you know, what's going through your head and all that, and it just was like, and I was going to say something, hey, I kind of got something like that, but then I was just like, I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm just not going to do it. But on this past tour, when I went through Europe, you know, I broke it out probably 60% of the nights because it kills. And I was also trying to get comfortable. I just have to get a little comfortable over here to forget that I'm not in the United States.
Do you feel like protective of certain jokes? Like with that one you were saying, someone had a similar premise, so you're kind of more willing to let it go. But are there certain jokes that you just feel like you know, you absolutely are like, no, this is definitely going in the special, not compromising.
Not if I see somebody else doing something like I'm doing. No, I wouldn't do that, because then I'm thinking, well, did they put theirs out yet, or are they going to put theirs out? And I drop the joke is what I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if maybe you came up with it, for not saying that this is the case with the airplane one, but if you feel like, if you hear somebody do something about Caitlyn Jenner or something like that.
Yeah, like even that one, like as much fun as I've been having with that, I don't think I'm doing that one in the special.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I got this other chunk of shit that I can do that's along the same lines. And also, I make fun of Caitlyn when I was on Conan, so that's already out there. And then I also feel like it's just kind of, it's done. I just feel like that subject is, I just, when I'm up there, when I'm doing the bit, as much fun as I'm having, the fun that I'm having is the crowd's reaction to what I'm saying. But, you know, my heart of hearts, I don't have any passion for it anymore. I don't give a shit. She's not in the news anymore.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
It was just that one period when, you know, when they made that federal case about her fucking where she should pee and what building, and that was just, it was just such a layup as far as like, you know, this is your fucking problem, and like I don't know, we just come back from Asia and shit and just seeing what those people are going through, and then you come here and this fucking millionaire Olympic star is, I don't know.
I know, she doesn't have a show anymore. They canceled the show. It's kind of like it's done, you know. Yeah, that's true.
It's got to be killing him
to not have the show.
Well, Jesus Christ! I mean, if you're not interested, if you're not interesting after you do something like that,
well, that's the thing. It's like he was boring as Bruce, and she's boring as Kate. Like, it's just not. There's nothing magical that happened now that he's come out as transgender. Like, there's nothing. You know, she's still a Republican. He's still living in Malibu. Still boring. It's just not. She looks great, but
that was the best part. I love the transgendered Republican.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and everybody getting mad. I love how they thought if he got some titties, all of a sudden he'd be looking at the world differently.
No, she's exactly the same. She just looks different, and she's got a great stylist and a great hairstyle and great makeup. That's it. But it's the same person. Nobody watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians to see Bruce. Nobody cared.
Come on. I mean, the guy's had enough pain. He's obviously suffering here.
I think Caitlyn is fine, actually. I think he's just fine.
Oh, yeah?
She is just fine. Yeah, I think.
Do you think at night, before Caitlyn goes to bed, she puts on the Robert Palmer video and does those dances?
You know what? I would actually love to see. Oh, my God. MM Photoshop, please. Will you please make? Oh my God!
Yeah, will
you please make Bill Robert Palmer, and then a whole row of Caitlyn Jenners.
my old Vegas show
in the background playing the instruments.
All right. I gotta do some advertising here. All right. Hey, Nia. Have you heard about MVMT watches?
No.
Well, look, when you're in your 20s and 30s, money can be tight. So is the water. If you're not careful, dressing well can quickly drain your bank account, like spending $400 to $500 on a department store watch. There's some brands out there charging insane prices. Can you not make noise in the background?
I was just getting some water.
For the love of God, this is a professional podcast happening here.
Right, sorry.
Right. There's some brands out there charging insane prices for watches that aren't even worth it. Well, if you want to look great when you go out but still have money to buy him or her a drink, check out movementwatches.com. What does that him or her mean?
Him or her.
What does that mean? Are they trying to suggest that women actually buy drinks?
Yes, we do buy drinks. What are you talking about?
No, for men?
Yes.
You walk out and be like, hey, sailor. Can I get you a Sam Adams?
No, but maybe you're out with a guy and you're just like, here, let me get this round. And he's like, oh, this girl's cool.
Can you just say that again?
Hey, let me get this round.
One more time.
Hey, let me get this round.
Wow.
Oh,
you know what?
First of all,
I've known you for 12 years.
No,
I've never heard you say that. That was
that
like,
is not
Beetlejuice,
true.
Beetlejuice. Hey, let me get this round.
I bought you drinks. Finish your advertising.
Yeah, good job. Jump out of that conversation. Very smart.
No, I'm not trying to get out of the conversation, but I do recall in our dating days before we were
You sound like a fucking politician. I do recall an incident. Nia, do me a favor. I love you. Just walk away.
Oh, fuck you.
There you go. Right there. Capitulation. Fuck you had nothing to do with that argument. Hey, let me get this round. Oh, my God. I'm going to fantasize to that tonight. All right, let's get back to the watches here. Check out movementwatches.com. Originally founded by two broke college kids, Movement Watches cut out the middleman and their big brand retail markups in order to give you a stylish watch for an affordable price. Movement Watches start at just $95. A watch with department store quality for a fraction of the price. They're sleek and minimalistic and a modern twist on a classic style. Movement has grown organically purely by supporters like yourselves, so join their more than 1 million social media followers and get a Movement watch today. Go to mvmtwatches.com/Burr and they'll give you 15% off your entire purchase. mvmtwatches.com/Burr. All right. Oh, Jesus. I hate reading out loud. Dollar Shave Club, everybody. All right. Here we go. What are we doing? DollarShaveClub.com delivers amazing razors right to your front door or your back door if you could get a cool delivery guy and pays attention to the notes that you leave. Could you leave it in the milk can around back? Right to your front door for a third of the price of what the greedy razor corporations charge. That means when you join Dollar Shave Club, you can afford to shave with a fantastic fresh blade anytime you want, which feels fantastic. You get a first-class shave when you use the executive blade, and that's without hurting your wallet. And when you use the executive with Dr. Carvey's Easy Shave Butter, the blade gently glides for the smoothest shave ever. Shave butter isn't your average shave cream. It's a unique conditioning formula with high-quality natural ingredients, leaving your skin feeling unbelievably soft, unbelievably smooth. Now's a great time to join Dollar Shave Club. New members who buy a tube of shave butter get a month off the executive razor for free. Take advantage of this special offer. It's available by going to dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. Hey! dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. Oh, God, here we go. Jesus Christ, too many fucking reads. All right. Oh, me undies, going up your fucking ass. Me undies. Try to show the world you got class. If you're in Italy and your dick's hanging out, wouldn't it be nice to not have people shout? Put it away, you're scaring the kids. That's why you need me undies. Oh yeah, it's like a bunch of velvet on your taint. All right, me undies. Yeah, how about that fucking guy with the fucking, not only the Brazilian cut bathing suit, he had the Brazilian flag on his fucking left butt cheek. And he was just strutting back and forth. When we were in the little fucking claustrophobic fucking fishing village, by the way, it's like you just walk down this street and it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And anyways, it finally opens up when you get down by the ocean. So we went to this pizza place. We're sitting there, and people going by on the boardwalk. How many times did that guy walk by?
At least 5.
5 fucking times.
Back and
forth. Then he found this woman, and I'm like, oh, he was looking for her. And then he came walking back 2 seconds later without her. I was like, what is this guy doing?
He was strutting around like a Brazilian peacock is what he was doing. He was.
His little fucking Freddie Mercury underwear on. Hey, Brazilian butt cheek. We're trying to eat over here.
A lot of Speedos. We're in Italy. There's a lot of Speedos.
Ciao, Bella. Ciao. All right. Where are we? Okay, Nia, whether you're wearing a suit or sweats, or you have the Brazilian flag on your man ass, you spend almost 24 hours a day in your underwear, but instead of making a statement like Superman's tights under his everyday clothes, your underwear is probably boring. MeUndies is here to change that. Every pair of MeUndies. Nia, how would you say this word?
Modal?
How else might you say it?
Modal?
Exactly. That's been my fucking dilemma the entire time. And then this is they go. It's pronounced this, and it's M. They put it in quotes. MOH-DAL.
Modal.
How do you know it's dal, not modal? Because he's supposed to have that fucking accent.
Modal. What is the context? I'm so confused.
Every pair of MeUndies is made from sustainable source modal, a fabric that's twice as soft as cotton. They don't fucking tell you how to pronounce it, or they do a poor job of it, and then they make this incredible fucking boast. And for the life of me, I've gone on the internet, and I cannot find the studies that say that it's twice as soft as cotton. I mean, cotton's pretty soft, Nia. It's like my belly right now. Every pair of MeUndies is made of that shit. Nothing can describe the fit and feel of MeUndies up against your undercarriage. But once you try them on, you'll understand why they're called the world's most comfortable underwear. Yeah. And if you don't love the first pair of MeUndies, they're free. No questions asked. MeUndies has dozens of styles and limited edition prints. Mom, I gotta get this underwear. To help make a statement with your underwear. All right. Call to action here. Shipping is free in the U.S. and Canada, and you can save up to $8 a pair with the MeUndies subscription plan. Get the subscription or a single pair. Get 20% off your first order when you go to MeUndies.com/Burr. That's MeUndies.com/Burr for 20% off your first order. MeUndies.com/Burr. I buy underwear like once every 10 years. You know? I don't understand. Nobody sees it. It doesn't wear out. I'm not single, so I'm not trying to take my underwear off. Like, huh? Does this excite you? You like the fireworks around my ball bag area? I just have black, gray, or white. Are you bored with my underwear, Nia? You're like, oh, God. Same old dick wrapped in the same old package. I need to get some MeUndies. All right, score big. Nia, you know what? You're paying too much for tickets. Between all the markups and last minute's convenience charges, what about those assholes? Somebody sent me a tweet, so they bought tickets, and there was like a $7, and they wrote Bill Burr convenience charge. So they put it on me.
Yeah, why is it your fault that they're charging?
No, I told my agent they got to don't fucking put my name on your fuck over charge. I don't get any of that money.
Yeah. What's convenient about it?
There's nothing convenient. It's a fuck over.
And if
every fucking place you go to,
charge you.
That's like when I was in St. Louis and they charged me an occupancy tax for the hotel room I was in.
But don't they do that with every hotel? I don't think that's a new thing.
I hate that you just said that.
Why?
But doesn't every rapist fucking take
the same
pussy
thing.
without asking for it?
That's the same thing.
In my world, it is. All right, score big. You're paying too much for tickets. Between all the markups and last-minute convenience charges, even printed home fees? That was a question mark with an exclamation point. That's why I went big there.
Oh, I was like, what is that reading?
Printed home fees? It's already in the papers. You end up paying courtside prices for nosebleed seats. Score Big is here to change that. Did you know, Nia, this is incredible. I still don't believe this.
Tell me.
Do you know that 40% of all live event tickets go unsold? 40%, Nia. So like when Beyonce.
Yeah.
Is it Beyonce?
Yes.
Beyonce.
It's Beyonce. It's
Beyonce. Modal? Modal.
It's fiance, but with a B.
Okay, just go easy now, Nia. You don't want the beehive coming at you. Fucking nerds. She would walk by all of you in a second. She'd be like, who is that bitch? Why is she backstage? Unless you paid into her fucking thing, and then she'll pretend to like you. That's my gut instinct. Did you know that 40% of all live event tickets go unsold? And did you know that there's a place to get these seats at huge savings? It's called Score Big. Yeah, like when they had the Super Bowl, Nia, 40% of those tickets go on sale. Unsold.
Unsold.
Why? Everybody wants to go. Thank God there's Score Big. Score Big works directly with your favorite teams and artists. Oh, so they hold back 40% of these fucking tickets.
You really never want to have advertisers on this podcast
to get their unsold. Because this is insulting. 40% of tickets of every live event do not go unsold, you fucking assholes. Yeah, if you're going to go see the Bee Gees, because there's only one left.
Leave the Bee Gees and Beyonce out of this.
That's like that fucking joke from Larry Sanders. I was going to say they should just call him BG now, because there's just one left. And that was like, remember when Hank said that? Mm-hmm. When like Ashley Judd, Winona Judd came on, he introduced her as the Judd, because she used to be in the Judds. And he's like, stay with the Judds. She's a Judd. You don't remember that? Yeah.
No.
Anyways, here's what you got to do. Go to scorebig.com, download the new ScoreBig app for your iPhone, and find the events and seats you want. 2, make an offer with ScoreBig's name a ticket price feature. All right, I'll give you $1. I want to go to the Super Bowl for $1. Get an instant answer. Go fuck yourself and save up to 60% on your tickets. Never any fees and shippings is always free. You can count on unbeatable prices and great seats. And when you're in great seats, you actually enjoy the game or the show all the more. Oh my God, look at Beyonce. I can almost smell her.
Leave Beyonce out of this.
For the easiest way, I know, I'm not trying to, Nia. I know she's fierce. For the easiest way to save on tickets, download the new ScoreBig app for your iPhone. Enter the promo code Burr and checkout, and you'll save an extra $20 off your first ticket price. No iPhone, no problem. Get $20 off online, too, at scorebig.com. That's scorebig.com. Promo code Burr, scorebig.com, promo code Burr. All right, that was the last one. That was the last one, thank God. Who do you think's better, Nia? Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Madonna, or that chick who used to go, chi-chi-chi-chi, whatever the fuck she'd do, and then she played the flamenco guitar.
Can I rank them as opposed to saying who's best?
Well, isn't that what you're doing? Nia,
are you talking about in a live aspect? I've only seen 2 of those 4 examples live.
Dude, the chick playing the flamenco guitar is fucking unbelievable.
Charo is amazing.
All right?
We love Charo.
When Madonna plays guitar, she's like wearing driving gloves, so she's not even taking it seriously. So she's out. All right?
I've never seen Madonna live. I'd like to.
Now, Lady Gaga wears a meat dress while she's on a horse. It's a real horse, right?
That's not what happens.
And then people take their tits out. Now, Beyonce... Beyonce...
I've never seen live.
I've never seen live.
Amazing.
All right.
She's like...
The only time I see her live is when she falls down, because the clip shows up on my YouTube. When she's doing that thing, she's whipping her head around.
On your YouTube?
My YouTube... Whatever, you go on the homepage and it's just like, you watch this slap fight.
Right.
Here's a frog kicking a fly in the face, and then you're like, oh, I'll watch that. And the next thing you know, you're watching frog fly videos. And then somehow it always ends up coming back around to when Beyonce fell down the stairs. That's how it works for me.
Beyonce, well, I only saw Beyonce and Gaga in concert. I haven't seen those other 2. And I think Beyonce definitely gave the better concert than Gaga.
Nia Renee Hill throwing shade, I believe is what they say.
That was not throwing shade.
Did you toss it? Did you toss the shade?
There was no shade anywhere in that statement.
Did you put the shade down on the pillow like a mint? All right, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, you know what I'm obsessed with? The car over here. I'm in Italy, Nia. What car am I going to be obsessed by? The Ferrari? No. The Lamborghini? No. Yeah, the Fiat 500cc.
Yeah, you're taking pictures of everyone that you've seen.
A 2-cylinder fucking engine, motorcycle engine, basically. And was considered a 4-passenger back in the day. And they're just the fucking most adorable. I love those little cars. I love smart cars. Those are such cool. That's like when you were a little kid and you had a little fake little car that your mom had to push you around in, but she was too sleepy because she was having a bunch of kids. No, the only reason why a smart... The only reason why you're saying all the obvious things people say about a smart car. The only reason why a smart car stinks is because there's truck drivers texting. That's why it stinks, because the car's already half mushed up. But as far as just you just jump in the fucking car. You can park it anywhere.
Where?
I don't know. I like it. I can appreciate a Ferrari all the way down to a smart car. I just hate people who look at a smart car and they're just like they compare it to like a fucking, some sort of race car. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not what it's trying to do. Right?
Okay.
I don't know, whatever. I like that car. So I like the little Fiat 500cc. And what I learned was on the old ones is you have to do this technique is called a double clutch. And I was sitting there, I've never understood that. And I had to drive a truck one time on Breaking Bad when I had to pull up in the dump truck, and the guy was trying to show me how to do the double clutch thing, which is weird because when you want to upshift, it's like you got to let the thing slow down. The rotations of the engine slow down, and when you downshift, you actually got to hit the gas and have it speed up, which makes no fucking sense to me. I would think it would be the opposite. So it's fucking me up. So finally I go, dude, why don't I just fucking leave it in gear? All right? And I'll give it throttle, and I'll let out the clutch, and I'll just go. We just finally said yes to that. But ever since then, like I had no idea. But I still have to tell you, even just driving that dump truck in like first gear for like 10 feet into the shot was one of the coolest things I ever did. Yeah, that's like little kid shit. Like you're in a big, giant Tonka truck.
Didn't you also have to like stand on train tracks on Breaking Bad? Or wait, were you pretending to be a train conductor?
Oh, no.
Know the train?
Yeah, no, we robbed the train. I had to stop the train so the other guys could, I almost said Mr. Pink. Jesse Pinkman and Mr. White robbed it in the back.
Right. That's what it was.
So the funniest part of that, the most fun of that scene, other than driving it, was when they were just shooting me, and I had to pretend there was a train coming at me, and there was no train there. And one of the conductors, one of the actors, was just laughing his ass off because he knew I had to do the scene. And that's just one of the things. There's going to be an entire crew of people watching you, not saying anything. And they go action, and you have to, like, in the middle of nowhere, stand on these train tracks and scream and yell, and there's nobody fucking
there's nothing there.
Yeah, there's nobody. But it was a great acting experience because it prepared me for more shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
you were so good on Breaking Bad.
You would have been good on Breaking Bad. It was the writing. Anybody would have been great on Breaking Bad.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, like, anybody would be fucking good on it.
Yeah, but you were like, you would be great on Breaking Bad. I fucking did a 2-episode show on a Netflix series that's premiering next year. May I point out?
I was being fucking modest. What are you supposed? You were great on Breaking Bad. Yeah, I was, wasn't I?
No, you just say thank you. Is it that hard? You are the worst to give a compliment to because you literally just don't know what to do. You can't just say thank you. You're always like, hey, well, what are you going to do? Like,
I got lucky.
You give every response, but it's the simplest response is thank you, and you just can't seem to wrap your mind around it. I've seen it happen so many times. People, oh my God, you're amazing. You're like, hey, well, I just showed up. It's just like, just say thank you. What's so hard?
Because it's fucking weird.
Why is it weird? To get a compliment? Oh, Boston.
Hey, I don't know what. Speaking of which, oh fuck! I forgot. Guess who I ran into?
What?
Guess who I fucking ran into?
Oh.
So I fucking, I'm in Belgium, and I'm going up the stairs, and of course my fucking key doesn't work, and I go on this big, long, fucking, stupid fucking technology. How the fuck is this make it fucking easier? Remember you just had a key? If a cell phone touches a key, the fucking key still works, man. I was just being such a fucking baby. And then I went down there, and it turned out I had the wrong key. Because this other key was for something else in there. But then still, it's just like, what the fuck, Just give me one fucking key, you assholes, right? So I turn around, and this fucking guy stands up. He's got the 80s rock star fucking hair. He's in great shape. And I just looked at him, and I go, I just looked at him, I go, are you Tommy Aldridge? And he goes, yeah. And I was just like, and I literally yelled. I was like, I had normal voice. I go, you Tommy Aldridge? And he goes, yeah. And then I just go, no way! in the fucking lobby. I go, no way! And I was like, dude, I got all your DVDs. I was trying to say I actually have his drum instructional fucking, I have it on VHS tape. I have it for the VCR. I could see it in his face. He was just going, oh no, this person's crazy.
Right.
How am I going to get out of this? And I just stuck my hand out. I just said, hey man, thanks for all you. I just said thanks for all your great drumming. over the years. And as he was walking away, he just said, thanks. That's what just reminded me of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Simple. Thank you. Keep it moving.
Yeah. So it was actually, I want to say, I mean, I'm prejudiced here. I think it was a good fan interaction with him.
Yes.
For him. I didn't ask him for an autograph.
No.
I just shook his hand. Right? Plus, who flips out when they see a drummer? Other drummers.
Right. Okay.
Dude, this guy played with fucking Ozzy. He played in Whitesnake. He played in like every fucking band that I listened to coming up.
Whitesnake. I always what was their big hit? Are they? No, that's Poison.
Everybody liked Here I Go Again.
Yes.
No.
Going down the only road I've ever known.
That's how he sings it now. We went down. It's ever known. He goes up.
Oh, okay.
Ever known.
What was that song that when we were watching VH1 Classic? I don't believe in love.
Keep going.
I never have. I never will.
You kill the will, because that's the way he does it. That was.
I don't believe in love. I never have. I never will.
Oh, you put so much emotion in it. That was Queensryche. Queensryche.
Queensryche?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. There was like
Reich, like R-E-I-C-H?
not like the Third Reich.
Third Reich.
I think more like Middle Earth. They were more like
Oh.
I don't know. I don't fucking understand science fiction, but I do know this. There was like two types of heavy metal bands.
Fantasy.
There was like the people who were just like, hey man, like let's get some booze and fuck some strippers, right? Like Motley Crue. There was Poison and all of those guys. Not saying, I'm not lumping them all together. I'm just saying there was the party fucking bands.
Right.
And then there was the ones that were more like into issues. You know what I mean?
Okay.
With like, Chernobyl.
Is that an actual song?
Chernobyl will. Like, I was trying to think of something that
Who sang?
Somebody-
Pour some sugar on me. Def Leppard.
that was Def Leppard.
Yeah.
That was Def Leppard when they became a pop band.
Who sings She's My Cherry Pie?
That was another one of the white bands. That was not White
They were
Snake.
all white.
It was not.
You mean the
Yeah.
You mean the
It wasn't
name of
White Snake. It wasn't White Line. Oh, that wasn't. What the fuck was their name?
She's My Cherry Pie.
Warrant. Oh, it was a W one.
Warrant.
Yeah, but no, those were the W bands. Then there was Warrant. There was Winger. And there was
White Snake.
No, those were all the white bands. White Snake, White Lion, Great White. It always happens. It's like in the 60s, there was the Beatles, the Animals, the fucking Rascals. Everything became the Monkeys. It was all animal names. And then the early 2000s, it was all numbers, right? Late 90s, Matchbox 20, 3 Mary 4.
Wait, so the Monkeys...
2 If I Land.
Were they supposed to be a satirized Beatles? What was the deal with the Monkeys? They were like a manufactured band, right?
Yep.
But were they meant to be
Then
some
I
sort
saw
of...
her face,
And I'm a believer.
left without a trace. At the back of my mind, I'm in love.
I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her.
All right, sorry. This is becoming like a slumber party. Let me read the. Not everybody's on vacation right now, so this is not going to be cute for long. All right, here we go. All right, let's read some questions. Let's get back to the real world, where people ask an illiterate comedian for life advice. All right, Rodriguez. Hey, Bill, I listen to your podcast and would like your opinion, which I assume you will hit anyways regarding him. He's like the cheating husband that happens to make too much for that cunt to leave him.
Why
Or
is she
so
a cunt if
he
he's
thought.
cheating?
Yeah, he's just trying to be funny to you. It's an expression. It's a term of endearment.
Oh, is that all?
It's a term of endearment.
I see. No, we're not in fucking England where they just...
I don't know if Alex
around.
Rodriguez retired. I've seen his name keep popping up. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Being a Red Sox fan, I'm wondering what your opinion is. I'm not a big baseball fan, so I could give 2 fucks. So you don't care? You just want my opinion? But Kirby Puckett wasn't such a cunt aside from supposedly raping some chick in a restaurant. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
He was and
Move on,
still is
please.
loved and adored in the Twin Cities. Explain the
No.
difference and get your ass here as soon as possible so I can bring someone to see you. I look forward. Thank you. Well, let me see if Alex Rodriguez retired. I really don't have any opinion on A-Rod. After 2004, once the Red Sox won the World Series, I don't give a shit about the Yankees. It's over. It was the end of the movie. It's the end of the fucking movie. They have 27 championships. We're never going to catch them, but they can't rub it in our face that we haven't won one. We won fucking 3. It's over. You know what I mean? It was like Back to the Future. They should have stopped with the first one. They just kept going. And all of a sudden it was the 1800s. They made 2 and 3 at the same time.
He and Derek Jeter, I always get confused. They're both Yankees, right? They're both really handsome and they date famous girls. Right?
Well, personally, I always liked Tino.
Who?
It's another fucking person. They're both really handsome. What are you talking about over here?
Aren't they? Alex A-Rod? Yeah, he's good looking. And then Derek Jeter, they're both like, Rodriguez is obviously like Latino. Derek Jeter is like biracial or something. They're both like honey colored, right? And
you're ruining both of these people for a lot of men right now. All right, what is my opinion on the guy?
Dated, like, Cameron Diaz. One of them dated Mariah.
Okay,
Madonna,
let's just move on to the next question.
Oh, all right.
What,
Sorry.
I don't understand. I listen to podcasts and would like your opinion, which I assume. I feel like he's not comfortable in his own skin. And he doesn't know what to say. And now that Derek Jeter, the guy who was totally comfortable in his own skin and never fucked up, is gone, I think he can just sort of fucking chill out. And I'm happy for him. He can just kind of fucking, just be A-Rod. Whatever. I hope he has a good season. Not when he plays the Red Sox, but, I don't give a... It's over. We won the World Series. Go fuck yourself. We ran the table. I'm a happy sports fan. All right, Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. I know he's not Scottish. Stop tweeting me.
Hey, Billy Blood. Did you hear McGregor talking shit about John Cena? He went on a rant about how he respects the old WWF but doesn't give a shit about the new guys because they're all sissies. He calls Cena a 40-year-old grandmother.
In what universe is a 40-year-old a grandmother? I mean, a 40-year-old could be a grandmother, but Jesus. How old is Conor?
No, what's great is he's such a badass that he can actually say that about a guy as big as John Cena, who I imagine has a wrestling background. Some of these guys that get into the WWF actually, like Ken Patera, I remember, was like, he won an Olympic gold medal for wrestling. A number of them, like at the collegiate level, were champions, so they actually know what the fuck they're doing. So their ground game is pretty good, I would think, Anyways, he says, I'm sure McGregor could take punches better, but Cena is much stronger. Who do you think would win, and do you think McGregor is a douchebag? Have you talked to Joe Rogan about this? Joe Rogan is a busy man, so I haven't talked to him about what you think about John Cena. Conor McGregor.
John Cena is in movies and commercials now anyway. He's not even and reality shows. He's not even actively fighting.
Please just say he's honey colored. Just don't say that at any point. All right.
He's not, so I wouldn't.
And yeah, shouldn't you go down to the pool or something?
Oh, now you want to kick me out of the podcast?
Yeah, because you're turning everything into look what's happening now with the gay guy and the fucking old broads with the Botox in their face. What's the name of that show?
I don't know.
Hi, I'm fucking... I'm dressed like I'm from the South, and I'm going to make these fucking Jersey broads get mad at each other.
Are you talking about Andy Cohen?
There you go.
Watch What Happens Live?
There you go.
Okay.
Look what these bitches are yelling about now. He just stirs them up.
He does.
He does. He's like Captain Lou Albano. He calls Cena 40-year-old...
Is that the one with the rubber bands on his beard?
Yeah. Rest in peace.
He was in Cyndi Lauper's video. He played her dad. And the girls just want to have fun video. Sorry.
Nia Hill, everybody. Hey, thanks for coming by the podcast. I'll see you.
All right, I'm done.
No, you're not. Get out.
But isn't that question for... I could answer that, the next one. I'll be quiet for the rest of the segment.
All right. So what do I think about it? I think he's just being Conor McGregor, and that's why you fucking love the guy. He sells fights. He's fucking hilarious. Calling John Cena a 40-year-old grandmother is hilarious, and I imagine he'll say something funny back. and it'll be great. You know, I don't know. No one, Conor McGregor, I don't think he plans out what the fuck he says. I just think he goes up there and he goes off like a comedian that's in the zone. I think he's fucking hilarious. Now I got to go find that. I got to go find that clip. All right, can women go to bachelor parties? Oh God, what? What is this going to become a thing? All right, hey Billy Blue Balls, I'd like your advice on a disagreement my best friend and I are having. He's getting married next fall, and we are very close. We've been great friends since college, and we are so close that him and his fiancée just asked me to officiate their wedding. The disagreement is about whether I should be able to go to his bachelor party in Vegas. I'm a woman, but because he's my best friend, I think I should be able to go. He wants the bachelor party to be men only, and I understand this to a point, but at the same time, by virtue of how close we are, I think I should be able to go. My friend and I are big fans of your podcast and have agreed that if you read this on air, whatever your advice is, we'll take it. So if you don't think that I, the best female friend, should be going to the bachelor party, we'll agree to it. Love the podcast. Hope you come to Boston soon. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. No, you shouldn't, because I thought this was a guy going to be bitching about his male friend that wanted to bring a woman along, and the first thing I was going to say would be like, I don't agree with that, but at the end of the day, it's this person's bachelor party, it's their wedding, so you just gotta, you know, I would just shut up about it, but I would break his balls for the rest of time. Like, this is my best friend. He had a woman at his bachelor party. No, it wasn't a stripper. So I would give the same advice here. This is not your bachelor party, and this is not a time for you to throw a hissy fit and ruin this thing for him. He has the bachelor party the way he wants. I think it's really cool that you guys are best friends, and that you're going to. I think it's enough of an honor that he's going to let you speak, you know, as his best man. I mean, that's pretty fucking amazing. Officiate, whatever. Oh, you're going to do the vows?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's going to officiate the wedding.
Oh, all right. Yeah, there you go.
That's huge.
There you go. Yeah. So
I was. Do you care what I think?
Only if you agree with me.
I agree with you.
And that's why this relationship works.
I totally agree with you.
Okay, my wife.
I can understand why she'd want to go, because it's like, hey, I'm your friend, I want to go, but like.
Yeah, just say what you say. Don't stir her fucking brain up again. All right, you shouldn't go.
Yes, respect your best friend's wishes and not go, because he's gonna want to do some shit. And
hey, Leah, you don't get extra credit. You don't get extra credit for saying what you already said. All right. Every once in a while, to me, and I kiss you. All right. My wife is a gremlin. Hey, Billy Bongos. What? My wife of just over a year is adorable, and everybody loves her. Most days, she is a hardworking, level-headed human. I consider myself to have similar characteristics, and through hard work have become quite successful. Because of this success, we have afforded to become somewhat of a socialite couple. We attend several parties and events on a monthly basis. This all sounds like the beginning of Boogie Nights, doesn't it? And then she starts doing blow. Next thing you know, she's getting banged in the driveway. You're just sitting there going, what the fuck's going on?
That's nothing like Boogie Nights.
Oh. We attend several parties.
How is that Boogie Nights?
I don't know. That's what I'm picturing. Because they're a socialite couple, then they're going to get into the cocaine couple thing.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, I think I see where you're going with this.
All right. So we attend several parties and events on a monthly basis. Normally all goes well, and we go to bed happy and peaceful. But every now and then, my adorable wife turns evil. I already picture her catching him looking at the fucking hotties. You go to a socialite party, you're testing the limits of your fucking relationship. That's when he said, they did a bad thing, right? You're stuck in one of those fucking eyes wide shut parties, yeah. That's what you're doing. Yeah, all of those fucking people. They look at like women, they're like objects and shit, and it's just like they give the old flick of the eyebrow, meaning, hey, you want to fuck mine and I'll fuck yours? I've never been to one of these parties, but that's what I think. That's what I think goes down. All right,
you want to fuck mine
and I'll fuck yours? Well, we both just watch them go down on each other as we discuss stocks. All right. Normally all goes well, and we go to bed happy and peaceful. But every now and then, my adorable wife turns evil. It's a little like the movie Gremlins. I've narrowed it down. If she's boozed, hungry, and tired after midnight, she turns into a Class A cunt. Jesus. She's mean to me, but what is worse is she says evil things about others to me. The result is I am the only person that gets to see and hear this gremlin in action, and it makes me crazy. Makes me want to buy her a pair of cement shoes and a boat. Kidding, I think.
Okay, Eminem.
So, what do? We have talked about it several times the next day with Levelhead, but Gizmo continues to turn from time to time. Do I start carrying granola? I was just going to say, I'd have a sandwich in my back pocket. Do I start carrying granola bars and a 5-hour energies in my pockets? Like, what is that word?
Like an EpiPen.
What is that?
That's for people who have allergies.
Oh, for nut allergies? Yeah. Or do I cut off for booze in general? The lovely Nia have any input? Bring your A game to Gainesville. Until then, go fuck yourself. All right. Sorry, I was just reading that last little bit he had there. What would I do? I don't know. I would... Yeah, I think I would just start bringing snacks. And I would start calling her the gremlin. What's the word you use?
Or just when she starts getting into that zone,
Gizmo.
Just being like, "Hey Gizmo, why don't you take it down a notch?"
Yeah, exactly. I would literally feed her like a rabid dog. You know, if a rabid dog ever came running at you, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to throw a raw steak at him, right? Is that what you're supposed to do?
Are you supposed to have a raw steak on you at all times?
No, that's a black guy. If you get a black guy, you put a raw steak on
I thought you said black guy at first.
Oh, for a black guy.
What?
Yeah. If a black guy comes at you, you just throw a raw steak.
I was like, what the fuck? Black eye.
Wouldn't that be great if everybody was a meat eater and they liked it rare? Then you wouldn't have to cook it, and you just walk around. I'm going to the store, and you just had steaks with you. And if there was any fucking problems, sir, would you like to sign up for this cell phone? You just fucking throw, and they would just run away. Cost you too much money though. All right, I thought there was some comedy there. There wasn't.
You can't cut off her booze unless you just decide to not go to these events with her, or make sure you guys have a nice dinner before you go out.
I would just break her balls the entire time over there. Be like, so, what do you think? What do you think? When are you turning into Gizmo tonight? Around 11:30 or 11:45?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gizmo, look at you, going crazy.
Gizmo.
Your teeth are all pointy now. What's going on with you? All right, one more. This is becoming long here.
How long is it?
An hour 12. Here we go. All right, move back to East Coast. Bill, as your success continues and you become even more financially stable and set for the long term, that is an impossibility. I don't understand how you get financially, because at the end of the day, even if you just take all your money and you stick it in a bank, what those cunts do is at some point they play a little fucky fuck and they loan everything out. I will never forget just watching people with their life savings in there standing outside the bank, and there's just a padlock on it. So there's really no place that you can put it. Every place you put it, someone's going to put their fucking hands on it. You know what I mean? Okay, you stick it in the stock market, they start investing it. They just it's so fucked up. They won't just let you have your money. The only way to do it is if you fucking just cashed your check every week and you stuck it in the wall. And then you got to worry, did I leave the iron on? Every time you leave, or someone gets wind that that's what you're doing. And then you got to have the shotgun bed. Have you ever seen the shotgun bed?
No.
It's the greatest fucking bed in the world if you live alone. It's basically, if it's the headboard, you bring your hands back like this as you touch it. Mm-hmm. The thing flips around like a secret door, and a loaded shotgun comes down in your hand.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
That's not something from a movie?
It's the fucking shit. But here's the thing. Whenever they show the demonstration, the person's in the bed by themselves. Okay. Because when it comes down, the fucking barrel is going to be pointing at your wife, at her head.
Yeah. That sounds dangerous.
Well, what you got to do is you got to sleep on the side of the bed. If you're a left-handed shot or a right-handed shot, you got to sit on the side of the bed where, if in your panic, you know what I mean? Like if you woke up in the middle of the night and you looked over and there was just this figure standing there in the door, like that horror movie, when the lady, then she turns the lights on, then she turns it off, and then it's there.
Yeah.
Then she turns it on, she turns it off, and it moved up like 10 feet. And it's like, bitch, leave the fucking lights on.
I cannot watch that trailer because that's exactly what I think. I'm like, why do you keep flicking it on? Maybe because you're like, am I seeing what I'm really seeing? I don't know.
When it moves up, though, that is the shit.
Yeah, it's scary, but I can't deal with that.
You know something? I hate people who don't buy into horror movies. I always buy in. I'm like, all right, I get it. Yeah, she's flipping the lights on.
That would never happen in real life.
Yeah. Anyways, the only way I can see that you're financially fucking set is you buy a house and you fucking pay it off.
All right, get to the rest of this thing here.
Okay. You had any thoughts about what point you would have to get to before you move back to the East Coast? I know that Nia may not be fond of this, and you may not be thinking about it either, but it seems like you would be happier back in Boston. Who the fuck is this idiot?
You don't know me.
Yeah, you don't know me. You don't know what I like. Boston, New York, etc. I'm from Pittsburgh originally and lived in Chicago for a few years, and now I'm in Washington, D.C. area. So I never lived on the West Coast, but have visited numerous times. You can't beat the weather in L.A., but you can't beat the culture of the East Coast. Would love to hear your thoughts, and thank you for keeping us all entertained.
Have you been complaining about L.A. a lot?
No, not at all. I love
so
L.A.
Why does this person seem to think that you'd be happier back in Boston?
Because people, I get. Well, by the time I read the rest of it, I get it. He's just looking at the world through his own eyes. I don't know. I sometimes I think about moving back east, but I mean, I'm doing efforts for family. The show business is out there. And there's fucking great people in L.A. There's great food. There's all this great stuff to do out there. A lot of people shit on L.A. because when they move out there, you know, they try to make it in show business and they don't. If they don't get anywhere and they pack it in and they leave, all they really met was a bunch of other desperate people that didn't get anywhere. And it can give you a really bad feeling about L.A. I've had that experience too the first time I went out there. And I was like, fuck L.A. All the real people are on the East Coast. And I started having that attitude. But, you know, when you go out there, when you break through, like, and you start meeting people, like, some of, like, really most talented, generous, cool fucking people I've met have been when I've been out there. And, you know, I mean, 9 times out of 10, if you meet somebody legendary, you quickly realize why they're a fucking legend. And that's because of their attitude. Like they've made all this money. They're really super successful, and they're still like genuinely interested in new things and don't feel that they know everything and that type of shit. And I don't know. You can't beat the fucking houses out there are awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you've never once complained about living in LA. If anything, you're like, I love it out here. I love it out here.
Yeah.
So,
and I also love New York.
You're getting that.
I love New York, but like, you know, if I was ever to move back to New York, I mean, at this point, I'd have to live in a house. Like, once you live in a house, you can't go back to living in a fucking apartment and traipsing up and down the fucking stairs. And just living in New York, you have no car. You're just like this prisoner of the neighborhood, and you're just sitting there dying for new restaurants to open up. I just remember that. And then you got this little ass fucking kitchen, and you're watching like. I used to watch Molto Mario, and I'm like, I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to buy one of those, and then I had no place to put it, and all these pots and pans stacked up. I can't do it. New York City's for young people, you know. And if you don't believe me, look at the older people that live there and look at their postures and shit. Like, I don't know.
I love New York, but I couldn't go. I don't know that I'd want to live there again. Not in the city, at least.
Yeah, I feel like that part of my life is over.
Yeah, it was fun in my 20s.
Yeah, I rollerbladed on all those avenues. But if we ever went back, I'd get a house and I'd just drive into the city.
Yeah,
And bitch, moan, and complain about the fucking traffic.
Exactly.
I would do that.
Like live in the suburbs in Westchester or whatever. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. But I mean, you know, I kind of feel like I'm going to do this cartoon and then I'm going to be ready to be like, all right, if this thing goes like, 7-8 seasons, that's it. What else more? Well, what else more do you need to do? I went out to L.A. I got a TV show. We did it for 8 seasons. People liked it. I made people laugh.
Yeah.
And then what? I would do the Seinfeld.
Vegas.
Do the Seinfeld. Yeah, then I do my fucking...
Vegas.
my drum solo fucking comedy show.
Right.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. This is the podcast. Go fuck yourselves, and I will talk to you a little later in the week when I check in on you.